Good morning, everyone, or evening, wherever you may be in the world. Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a weekly read for the collective from July 1st through to the 8th, including this weekend, the 4th and 5th of July. So I hope you're all doing very, very well. I know the energies are a little bit intense at the moment, but I have been receiving a really big message for those of you out there who need it, to just keep having faith. It's a big, big message at the moment. Just keep hanging in there, keep having faith, and things will change very, very soon. So as always, a huge big thank you to everyone who stops by the channel. I do hope these readings resonate with you. Of course, they are general readings for the collective, so they're not always going to resonate with everyone, but please feel free to check out your other placements. The July readings for all the signs will be coming out soon, so I really hope you enjoy those. So again, thank you very much for being here. Every subscribe, like, comment is very much appreciated. I do read everything as well, so yeah, it's just amazing. So much love to all of you, and let's get started. So what messages do we have for the 1st of July through to the 8th, please? What messages do we have for the 1st of July through to the 8th, please? What messages do we have the 1st of July through to the 8th of July 2020, please? If you hear kind of that tap dancing noise in the background, don't worry, that's just my puppy walking around. She's having a good time. So, all right. 1st of July through to the 8th, please. What messages do we have? Thank you. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, a lot of you guys, and this has very much been a theme for the week as well. There's a lot of mental conflict going on here. There's a lot of I feel like there's a lot of disappointments going on at the moment. As I said, the energy is particularly intense at the moment, so it could very much be affecting, or you feel that it's affecting your stability, your finances, your general well-being overall. Sorry, so it is very intense at the moment. I do feel a lot of you, though, perhaps are trying to weigh up what path to take, what decision to make. There's a lot of mental conflict surrounding a decision that has to be made this week. A lot of you are trying to balance out your emotions, but I think a lot of it is very much in your mind, and it's creating this issue for you that you feel tied up, you feel, you don't know where to go. Now, I think prior to this week, a lot of you were very much in this space of standing in, your power. You were kind of getting that stability back. There may have potentially been something that's all coming up that may make you feel like you've taken a few steps back here, but that's okay. I think it's just take that time to reflect, and really recognize whether it's fear-based that actions this is happening from, or if this is actually, what you need to take action on. So we're going to clarify a few of these cards to get some more information. So why is the Nine of Pentacles here? So the Star, yeah, so there's a lot of positive healing that's happened within you. This healing energy is coming in this week. As I said, a lot of you may be finding that you're feeling stable, your finances have come in, but there just seems to be something that's come and really rattled your cage a little bit. There is, you could obviously be dealing with an air sign here, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, or earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel that a lot of you, that it's taken a while for you to get to this point where you're feeling okay, you've worked on yourself, you've done a lot of healing, you've done a lot of emotional healing, you're finding that balance, you're finding that stability. But there seems to just be this lingering energy, and it's all mental conflict. I think emotionally, for anyone who's been through a really hard time emotionally, you've reached that point where you're okay, but then something seems to come in that really puts you in that space of looking back in the past, regretting what's happened, thinking about what you've lost, not what you've gained, and really making that decision, causing that confusion in your mind. So there is light at the end of the tunnel. Absolutely. I think this is a firm decision has to be made, but it's very clouded at the moment. I feel there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of, what am I supposed to do? Where do I go from here? There's like, I keep seeing an image of just clouds and fog. So you can't see through it yet, but it is definitely coming. And with the star card being here, that big bright light is about to shine through. So if those of you find yourself struggling this week, we're going to clarify what this could potentially be about. Just know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. This is a temporary energy, and it's helping you to clear unresolved emotional wounds. So if you can just keep focusing on that, that will help you immensely. So why is the Eight of Swords here for this week, please? Why is the Eight of Swords here for this week, please? There could be a lot of you as well that need to weigh up a decision whether to return to something that was previously ended. This could be a partner, a relationship, a job. This was something that, yeah, wow, look at that. So we have the Eight of Swords clarified by the Eight of Swords. So this is heavy, heavy, restricted mental energy here. This is conflict within the mind. This is tying yourself up with overthinking, overthoughts, you know, making a problem seem a lot bigger than it is. Now, not to diminish whatever this is that perhaps a lot of you are going through or potentially going through or about to go through at the moment, but you have to realize as well that there's a big message here that you have control. You are in the power of your thoughts, your actions, your words. And I think a lot of you, due to this overthinking, are tying yourself up in knots. You're binding yourself to this depressive, negative energy. I feel there's heavy depressive energy here at the moment. A lot of you are thinking about the past, sitting in regret, sitting in sadness, thinking, you know, this didn't go the way I want. Why is this happening? But you really have the choice to come out of that this week. So, and being that the star is here, you can really move back into that energy of that independence, that healing, and really moving past those emotional wounds that are there. So why is the Five of Cups here, please? There may be a lot of conflict this week, as I said as well. There's a lot of aggressive energy at the moment. People, I've noticed that you may find yourself receiving, or hopefully not giving, but receiving very harsh words. This could lead to this mental conflict, and this really you taking that on board and thinking it. Yeah. So let's clarify the Five of Cups and see where this moves into. Clarify the Five of Cups, please. I think if you're a water sign as well, these energies at the moment are particularly harsh for the water signs out there. It seems to be really calling on that inner strength to really move through this. Yeah, so we have the Seven of Swords. So this is obviously someone that has, you know, potentially tricked you, potentially taken you out of, knocked you off your stability, and created this situation where you are in complete mental conflict out of something, over something that has been done to you or you have done to someone else. This is sneaky, deceptive energy. And it's really put you in this really bad space, this really bad headspace, this really heavy energy. It's got you focusing completely on what has been done to you rather than what you've gained from this. And it's really tough. I know, I understand. So we're going to clarify the Two of Pentacles just to see, but definitely you have the choice. The choice will come to you. It will be your decision. So I want to see what this Two of Pentacles is about, and then we're going to clarify this Seven of Swords, because I want to know what this trickery, this deception was involving. So why is the Two of Pentacles here, please? Thank you. So, oh my goodness. So we have the Two of Pentacles clarified by the Two of Pentacles. So double confirmation here. We've got the Eight of Swords twice, and we have the Two of Pentacles twice. Now these are two, obviously, as you can see, separate decks, but this is a very strong message here. There's someone here that's very much trying to find that balance again, that emotional balance. There's been a tremendous lot of hurt here. There's been deception. This could have potentially happened out of the blue, and it's really knocked you off your stable ground, so to speak. This could have been something that happened in February, or you're feeling the effects of it now. But you're definitely trying to balance your emotions here. The energy is really heavy from this, and I think it's come from, as I said, someone has put you in this space where you're completely bound in your mind, you're completely mentally conflicted, you don't know what to do, you're sat in this, space of regret, of sadness, and it's based on something or someone that's been done deceptively to you. You feel tricked, you feel overwhelmed. So it's really important here you're trying to find that balance. That balance will come to you, especially around the month of August. But it is your decision and to make that choice to move out of this energy. There is a firm foundation that you still have. Call upon your guides, call upon the angels, call upon your all your helpers, the Ascended Masters. They are there waiting for you to call upon their assistance. So really be open to receiving that guidance, and I think this will really help you. So I'm going to clarify the Eight of Swords, double Eight of Swords. Why is the Eight of Swords here, please? What messages do we have for the Eight of Swords? Clarify the Eight of Swords, please. Yeah, so we have the Ace of Swords, which is all about boundaries. It's all about, I feel in this case though, it's setting those boundaries within yourself, having those talks to yourself, not necessarily someone else, not necessarily, communicating with someone who may have hurt you, who may have put this, may have placed you in this headspace. This is really cutting through that mental conflict. This is really getting tough and getting truthful with yourself, and really being honest with yourself about how it is you really feel. Is it you that's feeling this, or are you allowing someone else to make you feel like this? I think once you're able to cut through this, these chains, these imaginary chains that you're bounding yourself with, you will come through them. This beautiful this beautiful, powerful sword here, it will just burn them away. You'll create those boundaries. I feel a lot of you could be dealing with someone in your life who you thought you could trust, but they have, obviously broken that trust, and it's really hit you hard. But you do have that fire and that passion to cut through this energy and really make that decision to move forward. So let's clarify why the Seven of Swords is here, please. Why is the Seven of Swords here today? Why is the Seven of Swords here? A lot of air energy, so as I said, you could be dealing with the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's water signs on the table as well as earth signs. So take it as it fits. Doesn't always have to be, but they seem to be the dominant energies at the moment. So let's clarify this Seven of Swords and see what's going on here. Why is the Seven of Swords here, please? Why is the Seven of Swords here, please? I think as well a lot of you have found out the truth of a situation, and this has really kind of set you back and really disturbed your inner peace. I feel that you were in a space of healing. You were in a space of, regaining all that stability, as I said earlier. And then something has happened, whether it's something someone said, something you've read, something you've been told, that's really knocked you off that stable ground, and it's come through deception. You've either heard about deception, found out about deception. So yeah, okay. So let's clarify this Seven of Swords, please. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Thank you. Yeah, so we have Ostara and incubation. So this is you retreating. This is you taking that time to heal. This is you. I feel a lot of you, because of what's happened here, are now placing yourself away. You're shielding yourself and protecting yourself. I mean, hopefully you can see this, but this figure here is basically just someone that's curled up into a ball and really just taking that time to heal, shutting out the outside world, and really digesting everything that's happened here. This is actually a beautiful card, because while you're shutting yourself away, you're actually receiving this brand new life and energy and this beautiful stars that are coming in to shine the light once again. But I feel that it is a time for you to really integrate this energy, moving into the end of the week, making that decision to come out of that, making that decision to rebirth and regrow, because I feel like something's been cut away here, and it's been done through deceptive means, whether this is an ending of a relationship or, anything at all it can be. But I feel this is meant to happen, so you're able to regain that stability, that happiness, that healing. You really do, over the next week, need to take that time to sit with this and really, really try and come out of this energy that's binding you in your mental space. So let's get a card for the Two of Pentacles. It is quite heavy at the moment. It is tough to get through, but the support is there. It definitely is. So as I said earlier, there's a big call for to just have faith. Keep having faith and don't give up. So why is the Two of Pentacles here, please? Why is the Two of Pentacles here, please? Thank you. Yeah, so we have the Cauldron, which is containment. So I feel a lot of you are also, by the time you've finished digesting this, by the time you've moved out of this energy and into that really weighing up, what am I going to do here? How am I going to react to this? I feel a lot of you, I feel there's a lot of anger here. So this mental conflict, this sadness, this betrayal, what's happened, this will actually you have to be very mindful that it doesn't turn into anger. So if it does, try and use that anger to drive you into focusing on you and the passions that you have and this new start for your life. Don't let it turn into anything that could potentially harm you or others. But I feel this is something that's been manifesting for quite a while. So I'm actually just going to get some clarification. Okay. Yeah, so as I was saying before, this is about keeping a lid on things for now because the time is not right. So you're in this decision of what do I do? Where do I go? How do I handle this? Making that decision to come out of this, but you have to give yourself time, which is exactly what this card speaks about. This speaks about taking that time to rest, to rejuvenate, to really integrate those energies, because now is not the time for it to just all explode and blow over. This could also be something that you found out about someone. This could have been information that's come to you, not necessarily that affected you directly, but about someone else. So you could also, this could potentially have huge ramifications if this information was told. So this could also be someone who now has this information and they're deciding, they're sat on this information and they're deciding, well, what do I do with this? Do I make a move with this? Do I expose this? What do I do? So your message for this week is no. Just sit on the information for now, because the divine always has the right timing and they will step in when this needs to be revealed to really have the greatest impact. This is a time for you for nurturing and preparation. So whatever unfolds this week, or if this is already starting to unfold, this is all being divinely guided and timed. So try and have faith and trust that this is being watched over. And when the timing is right, all will be revealed. So I'm going to clarify with what it would be the best crystal to work with this week and the messages for the crystals. So what messages do we have for the crystals? What is the best crystal for us to work with this week? Okay, thank you. Oh, we have two. So we have two for this week, which doesn't surprise me at all. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have number 12 and we have number 34, which is crossroads. I hope you can see that. That's right there is crossroads and courage. So as I was saying to you before, you guys are really at a crossroads this week, really deciding what path do I take? What do I do about this? I now have this information. I now have this thing that's happened to me. What am I supposed to do? So this is again coming back to here where the divine is saying, just wait, or more or all will be revealed in time. Try not to let it affect you too much with this heavy mental conflict, because you need to really have that courage right now to really go within, to really trust and have faith. Now, as I said with these cards, these are actually grids, crystal grids, that really are powerfully infused with the energies of these particular crystals. So as I said, this is number 34. This speaks about courage. This is red jasper. So this is not a difficult stone to get hold of. So this would be a really important week to really integrate those energies this week. Feel free as well. These cards are beautiful to meditate on. So if you want to pause this video at any time and really just meditate on these images and really absorb those energies, that will be very, very helpful for you this week. So the second card is crossroads, which is number 12. So this could go through to the 12th of July when you see this situation occur. But again, this is you. I feel it's a big week of indecision. It's a big week of not knowing where to go, what do I do? I feel stuck here, but you just have to have faith and trust in the divine that this is a time of really sitting with your thoughts, really figuring out how you really feel about something, and that will really assist you. So I'm going to get some final cards to clarify. What is your best advice for the week? What is your best advice for the week? What is your best advice for the week, please? Yeah, so justice. So again, heavy air energy. This is Libra. Could be dealing with a Libran in this situation. It could be dealing with legal. This could also surround a legal matter. But being that justice is here, this is a heavy message to trust in the divine that justice will be served. Our kind of definition of justice is not always the divine's definition of justice. So sometimes you just have to sit back and wait. As it was expressed here, sometimes you have to just let the divine take over, let things play out how that they are really supposed to play out. And I feel at the moment a lot of you are struggling with that because you just want a resolution to it. I feel like a lot of you have been holding on for a long time, and you kind of feel, well, how much longer do I have to go through this? There will be a resolution to this. There really will, a just and fair resolution. So I think it'll be a favourable outcome for those involved. I feel there's been a lot of lies told here as well, which could have potentially affected you. I'm hearing the word slander. So a lot of you could be having, not so nice things said about you, which I mentioned earlier. There's a lot of harsh words that are floating around this week. So just be mindful of that you don't take it on board. Really have that courage to really stand in who you are, and justice will prevail as always. So one final card for the week, please. One kind of final card for the week, please. One final message for the week, please. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Yeah, beautiful. So we have the Four of Wands. So really after this period of time, regaining that stability, good news, celebration. I feel, again, as I mentioned earlier, if it is a legal situation, you're really unsure which way this is going to go, this will be a favourable outcome. This could be dealing with stability of a home. This could be, this could even have been a breakdown of a home environment that, created this situation, this mental conflict, this sadness and despair through this deceit that's happened. And now it's really left you in that energy of, well, what do I do now? My whole life's just been turned upside down. What do I do now? But the main message from Spirit here today is to wait, integrate these energies, because justice will be served, and your stability and happiness will be returned to you. So I'm really happy it's kind of ended that way. So much love and healing to you all for the next week. Really just hang in there, call upon your helpers, your angelic helpers, your spirit guides, the ascended masters. Call upon heaven, because they really are watching over this and keeping you safe. So just be kind to you, be really gentle, and take that time that you need. Do anything that kind of makes you happy and kind, obviously in a healthy way. And I'm sending you all my love and best wishes, and I'll see you soon. Thank you for being here.